Have you ever been in this situation? You're in a conversation and someone asks you a simple question in English. You know the answer. You've studied the vocabulary. The grammar rule is in your head. But then, silence. You freeze. Your brain goes blank. Your mouth won't move. And all you can do is smile awkwardly or say, "Sorry, I don't speak English well." Sound familiar? If yes, you're not alone. And guess what? It's not your fault. You've probably been told to study more vocabulary, do more grammar exercises, memorize more expressions. And maybe you've done all of that. But when it's time to actually speak, everything feels 10 times harder. Why? Because knowing English is not the same as speaking English. This is the biggest problem English learners face. They know the language in their minds, but can't use it fluently in real situations. And nobody talks about this enough. You see, speaking fluently is not just about knowledge, it's about access. How quickly can your brain find the right words under pressure? How confidently can you say something, even if it's not perfect? That's what fluency really is. So ask yourself, why can I understand English but struggle to respond? Why do I still translate in my head? Why do I lose confidence the moment I make a small mistake? If these questions sound familiar, keep watching. This video is your guide to finally breaking that barrier. Here's what we're going to do. First, we'll shift the way you think. Speaking fluently begins with a smart mindset. I'll show you how to train your brain to think in English, so you don't have to translate anymore. Then, I'll give you simple daily speaking routines. You can actually follow. You won't need a teacher or partner. You'll learn how to practice speaking on your own, every single day. And finally, we'll dive into real-life conversations, the kind you have at the store, on the phone, or with a stranger. I'll show you what to say, how to say it, and how to sound natural. But before we start, let me share something important. Fluency is not about speaking perfect English. It's about speaking with confidence. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You need to express yourself clearly, comfortably, and naturally. That's your goal, and it's 100% possible. So take a deep breath. Forget the fear of making mistakes. Forget the pressure to be perfect. This is not about perfection. This is about progress. From this moment on, we're focusing on thinking smart, training your brain the right way. And that's how you'll start speaking fluent. You. Ready? Let's go. Mindset shifts for fluent speaking. Let's start with something powerful. Fluent English doesn't start with your tongue. It starts with your thoughts. If you want to speak better, faster, and more naturally, you need to change how you think about speaking English. Let's break down the 3 mindset blocks that stop most learners, and exactly how to fix each one. Fear of making mistakes. You want to speak, but the moment you think you might say something wrong, you hold back. You stay silent, and you miss another opportunity to practice. But here's the truth. You can't learn to speak without speaking. And speaking includes making mistakes. In fact, every fluent speaker today has made hundreds, maybe thousands of them. The fix: change your definition of success. Instead of thinking, "I have to be perfect," start thinking, "I have to participate." You're not in a grammar test. You're in a real-life conversation. The goal is not to speak perfectly. It's to connect, to respond, to be understood. The moment you shift from perfect to participate, you give yourself permission to grow. Thinking in your native language. Have you ever caught yourself translating your thoughts before you speak? That's a huge slowdown. Your brain does double work. First it thinks in your language, then it tries to convert everything into English. And that delay? It kills your fluency. To speak fluently, you need to start thinking in English. Now, that doesn't happen overnight, but you can train it. The fix? Surround your thoughts with English. Describe what you see around you in English. Think out loud in English when you're alone. Use phrases like, I'm walking to the bus, it's sunny today, or I'm hungry. What should I eat? Even 5 minutes of this every day rewires your brain to make English your default thought language. Here's a small challenge for you. Right after this video, spend 2 minutes describing your surroundings in English. Don't write it down. Don't overthink it. Just say what comes naturally. This tiny practice builds major fluency over time. The perfection. Trap perfectionism is a silent killer of fluency. You tell yourself, I'll start speaking when my English is better. Or, I'll join that conversation when I'm ready. But that moment never comes. Because you're waiting to be perfect before you start speaking. But speaking is how you get better. Think of it like this. Would you go to the gym only after getting fit? Of course not. You go to the gym to get fit. Speaking works the same way. The fix? Set small, low-pressure speaking goals. For example, speak one full sentence out loud in English today. Say, hello, or how are you, to someone in English. Record a short voice note on your phone and describe your day. Don't. Wait until you feel ready. Use your current level, exactly where you are, as your practice zone. The goal isn't to avoid mistakes. The goal is to build comfort, and comfort comes from repetition, not perfection. Think smart. Speak smart. Here's the secret most fluent speakers know. It's not about how many words you know. It's about how easily you can access and use them. That's why your mindset matters more than anything. Think of your fluency like a highway. If your brain is full of traffic, fear, doubt, overthinking, your words can't move. But if your thoughts are clear, relaxed, and confident, your speaking becomes smooth and natural. Let's make this practical. Here are 3 smart speaker habits you can start today. Number 1. Good enough. Speaking stop aiming for perfect grammar. Aim for good enough to be understood. If you don't know the exact word, describe it another way. For example, instead of microwave, say, the machine that heats food. Instead of schedule, say, plan of the day. This keeps the conversation going. And that's the real goal. Speak first, fix later. During practice, don't correct yourself immediately. Speak your whole sentence, even if it has a mistake. Then review and fix it after. This keeps your brain in speaking mode instead of editing mode. You're not writing an essay. You're training your voice and brain to work together. Let them flow. Smart habit number 3. Celebrate small wins. Did you speak a full sentence today? Amazing. Did you ask a question in English, even with hesitation? That's progress. Every time you speak, you're training your fluency muscle. And like any muscle, it grows through repetition, not perfection. So celebrate every moment you choose to speak, no matter how small. That mindset will carry you further than any textbook ever could. Fluent speaking starts with smart thinking. Be okay with mistakes. Train your brain to think in English. Let go of perfection. You already know enough English. Now, it's time to use it with confidence and consistency. And remember, every fluent speaker you admire was once afraid to speak too. But they didn't wait until they were perfect. They just started, and you can too. In the next section, I'll show you the exact daily routines and speaking exercises you can use to practice every single day, even if you have no one to talk to. Let's build your fluency, one smart step at a time. So now that your mindset is in the right place, let's talk about practice. Because fluency doesn't come from watching videos or reading books. It comes from speaking regularly. But here's the problem. Most English learners don't know how to practice speaking without a teacher or partner. So they wait, they study, they prepare, but they don't perform. Let's change that. Here's how to build a realistic daily speaking routine that works, even if you're busy, shy, or have no one to practice with. The 3P method: prepare, practice, perform. This method helps you stay consistent and make steady progress. Step 1. Prepare. Every good speaker prepares. This doesn't mean memorizing speeches. It means warming up your brain. Spend 3-5 minutes a day on mental preparation. Read a short English paragraph out loud. Listen to a short clip or podcast and repeat sentences. Write a few questions in English you want to answer later. This gets your brain thinking in English and lowers the pressure before real speaking begins. Step 2. Practice. Now comes the most important part: actual speaking. Even if you're alone, here's how to practice effectively. Shadowing. Listen to a sentence in English. Immediately repeat it, trying to match the rhythm and tone. Use YouTube, videos, podcasts, or movie dialogues. This helps you sound more natural and improves pronunciation. Self-talk. Narrate your actions throughout the day. I'm making coffee. I need to finish this report. What's the weather today? No pressure, no mistakes. Just build fluency by thinking aloud. Describe a picture or object. Pick anything: a photo, an item in your room. Talk about its color, shape, use, or how it makes you feel. This strengthens vocabulary recall under real conditions. Daily monologue. Set a timer for 1-2 minutes. Talk about your day, plans, thoughts, or feelings in English. Don't stop. Don't worry about grammar. Just keep going. Step 3. Perform. Now take your practice into the real world, even if it's just a small step. Post a short video or voice message on social media. Record yourself and listen back for improvement. Join online English speaking rooms, like on Clubhouse or Hello Talk. Ask a question or leave a comment on an English-speaking YouTube video. The goal? Get used to being heard. Build comfort with expressing your thoughts, even to strangers. Fluency is a skill. The more you use it publicly, the more confident you become. What a daily routine looks like. Let's build a simple, realistic speaking practice plan you can stick to. 10 minutes a day. Plan 2 min. Read a short paragraph out loud. 3 min. Shadow 3-4 sentences from a video or podcast. 3 min. Talk about your day. Record if possible. 2 min. Listen to your recording, notice mistakes, and repeat 20 minutes a day. Plan. 3 min. warm-up reading plus pronunciation, 5 min, shadow and repeat native content 5 miniga, self-talk or describe something in detail 5 min, record a voice note or speak with a partner. 2 min, reflect and journal what you learned. Consistency beats intensity. Don't try to do everything at once. Do a little every day and fluency will follow. Using technology to boost your practice? You don't need a classroom. You already have the perfect tool, your smartphone. Here's how to use it. Voice Notes app. Record your speaking practice. Listen back and self-correct. Speech to text. Open a Notes app and speak into it. See what the app hears. This helps. Check pronunciation. Language exchange apps, Tandem, HelloTalk, Speaky, connect with real people. YouTube podcasts, pause and mimic native speakers. This improves pacing and tone. Flashcard apps, like Anki. Use them to practice chunks, not just words. Keep a fluency diary. This is a game changer. Every evening, write a few sentences in English about your day. Then, say them out loud. This links writing and speaking and builds long-term confidence. Sample entries. Today I went to the store and forgot my wallet. I felt tired because I didn't sleep well. I learned a new word. Appointment. I used it when booking a doctor visit. Over time, you'll notice patterns. You'll reuse vocabulary. You'll get faster. Create an immersive English environment. The best way to speak fluently is to live in English, even if you're in a non-English speaking country. Here's how to do it. Change your phone and apps to English. Follow English-speaking creators on social media. Watch movies and shows with English subtitles, not your Churi native language. Set your smart assistant, Alexa Siri, to English and talk to it daily. Label objects in your room in English for passive reinforcement. Even without speaking, this passive exposure makes your brain faster and more fluent. Practice real-life conversations. Fluency isn't just about practicing words. It's about using them in situations. Let's go through 3 common daily situations and how to practice them. At a coffee shop, practice dialogue. Hi, can I get a small latte, please? Can I pay by card? Is there a seat near the window? Use voice notes to record and practice these. Imagine you're there. Even role play both sides. At a supermarket, practice dialogue. Where can I find the milk? Do you have any discounts today? Can I get a bag, please? Use flashcards for common item names and store-related vocabulary. Repeat them aloud. On the phone, practice dialogue. Hi, I'm calling to confirm my appointment. I'd like to speak to someone from customer service. Can you repeat that, please? Phone calls build fast thinking skills. Practice with yourself or a partner. Practice vocabulary in chunks, not just words, instead of memorizing book, library, read, try, return a book to the library, get lost in a book. I've been reading a lot lately. Chunks are more useful in real conversation and stick better in memory. Make practice. Fun fluency shouldn't feel like homework. Make it playful. Record yourself pretending to be a travel vlogger. Have English-only days with friends. Make a TikTok using an English sound or challenge. Play English-speaking games, Among Us, Minecraft, etc. The more fun it is, the more you'll keep doing it. Your fluency journey starts. Now, here's what I want you to take away from this. You can speak fluently, even without living abroad. Practice doesn't have to be boring or difficult. You don't need a perfect environment. You just need consistency. Set your daily routine. Stick to it. Celebrate your progress. You are not bad at English. You are under-practiced, and that ends today. In the next section, I'll show you how to master everyday English conversations, even in fast, real-world situations. Get ready to turn all this smart practice into real fluency. Everyday conversations, mastering real situations. So far, you've learned how to shift your mindset and build a smart, daily speaking routine. But now, it's time to go deeper. Because fluency isn't just about practicing English, it's about being ready for real-life situations. Whether it's small talk, a quick question, or ordering food, these everyday conversations can feel scary. But here's the good news. Most daily conversations follow predictable patterns. If you learn the structure, key phrases, and confidence tricks, you can handle almost any interaction. Let's break down 4 common real-world situations and how to master them. Situation 1. At a coffee shop or restaurant. This is one of the most common speaking moments and one of the best for practice. Key phrases. Hi, can I get a medium cappuccino, please? I'd like a table for 2. Is this seat taken? Can I have the check, please? Smart tips. Keep your order simple. You don't need fancy words. Just be clear. Practice polite requests using can I, Ida. Like, or could I have? Try this out loud. Hi, I'd like a chicken sandwich with no onions. Can I have a glass of water, please? Role play it. Record it. Practice it every day until it feels natural. 2. At the supermarket or store. From asking for help to paying for your items, there are tons of small, useful phrases you can master. Key phrases. Excuse me, where can I find the bread? How much is this? Do you accept credit cards? Can I get a bag, please? Smart tips. Use simple where and how questions. Use body language too. Pointing and smiling goes a long way. Try this out loud. Excuse me, is this on sale? I'm looking for the cleaning supplies. Practice in front of a mirror, or even while you're in a real store. 3. Small talk with strangers or colleagues. Small talk is short, friendly conversation. It might feel awkward at first, but it's super valuable for fluency. Key phrases. How's it going? What do you do for work? Nice weather today, huh? Have you been here before? Smart tips. Keep it light. Talk about the weather, weekend plans, or general observations. Show interest in the other person. People love to talk about themselves. Try this out loud. Hey, how was your weekend? It's been so hot lately, hasn't it? Start with one question, then build the habit of listening and responding. 4. Talking on the phone. Speaking without body language or facial expressions makes phone calls feel harder, but you can do it. Key phrases. Hi, this is your name. I'm calling about. Could you repeat that, please? I didn't catch that. Can you say it again? Thanks for your help. Have a great day. Smart tips. Speak slower and more clearly. Don't be afraid to ask for repetition. Native speakers do it too. Try this out loud. Hi, I'm calling to reschedule my appointment. Sorry, the line was unclear. Could you repeat that? Use phone apps to practice this solo, or call a language partner. Use sentence frames and language chunks. Instead of learning individual words, learn whole sentence frames you can use again and again. Examples. Can I get a drink, meal item, please? I'm looking for a product, place, person. Do you know where I can find location, item? It's been weather lately, hasn't it? These chunks reduce thinking time. Your brain recalls the full phrase, not just one word. Daily practice formula: listen, repeat, personalize. Here's a method to lock in real conversation fluency. Listen. Watch a short dialogue clip. Or listen to a conversation. Repeat. Say each sentence after the speaker. Match their speed and tone. Personalize. Change the topic and try the same sentence structure with your own life. Example. Original. Hi, can I get a green tea? Personalized. Hi, can I get a bottle of water? The more you do this, the more automatic your speech becomes. Shadow. These real-life phrases, repeat each phrase 3 times out loud. Excuse me, where's the restroom? Can I try this on? I'll have the chicken special, please. That'll be all, thank you. It's been a long day, hasn't it? These are golden for everyday fluency. Final tip. Practice one situation per week. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, focus on one situation per week. Week 1. Restaurant English. Week 2. Supermarket conversations. Week 3. Making small. Talk Week 4. Phone calls, repeat key phrases daily. Role play with yourself or a partner. Then go use it in real life. Mistakes, motivation, and the path forward. You've made it to the final part of this video. And by now, you know that fluent English doesn't come from magic. It comes from mindset, consistency, and speaking every single day. But there's one last piece of the puzzle: knowing what not to do. So let's talk about the most common mistakes learners make, how to fix them, and how to stay motivated on your path to fluency. Mistake 1. Waiting until you're ready. This is a trap many learners fall into. They say, I'll speak more when I learn more vocabulary. I'll practice when I have a partner. I'll start speaking when I feel confident. But the truth is, confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes after. You build confidence by doing, by making mistakes, by speaking imperfectly again and again until it feels normal. Fix it. Start small. Say one sentence a day. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Don't wait for permission. Just start. Studying more than practicing. Learning more grammar, more vocabulary, more theory. Feels productive. But without speaking, it's like learning to swim by reading a book. You'll understand it, but you won't be able to do it. Fix it. Apply what you learn immediately. Every new word or grammar rule, use it in a sentence. Say it out loud. Talk to yourself using it. Turn passive knowledge into active skill. Judging yourself. Too harshly, you make a mistake. You freeze, you feel embarrassed. So you tell yourself you're not good at English and stop trying. But here's the truth. Mistakes are feedback, not failure. Fix it. When you make a mistake, ask, what can I learn from this? Then move on. Treat mistakes like part of the workout. Every one of them makes you stronger. Keep your motivation alive. Fluency takes time. And sometimes it feels like you're not making progress. But here are 3 ways to stay on track. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait for perfection to feel proud. Celebrate when you say a sentence correctly, Have a short conversation. Understand a podcast or video. These small wins build momentum, and momentum leads to mastery. Track your progress. Keep a speaking journal. Record yourself once a week. Listen to your progress. Seeing your growth, even if it's small, can boost your confidence more than any textbook. Join a community. You're not alone in this journey. Find others who are learning English too. Share your challenges. Celebrate your wins. Keep each other accountable. Language learning is easier and more fun when you do it together. The path forward, you've already come far. You've learned how to shift your mindset and think smart, how to practice speaking every single day even without a partner, how to handle real-life situations with confidence, and how to avoid the common mistakes that slow learners down. But your journey doesn't stop here. Here's what to do next. Set a daily speaking goal. Start with 5 minutes. Pick one real-life situation to practice this week. Record yourself. Reflect. Repeat. Keep watching videos that push you to speak. Never stop believing that fluency is possible for you, because it is. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Speak every day. Use what you know. And little by little, your English will transform. You've got this. You're not bad at English. You're just learning. And learning takes courage, time, and action. So speak. Speak with fear. Speak with mistakes. Speak until one day you don't even think about it anymore. And when that day comes, you'll realize you were fluent all along. You just needed to believe it. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and comment your speaking goal below. I'd love to hear how you plan to practice English this week. Your journey to fluency starts now, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way.